Let's see if we can actually make this work. I want this.
What's up guys, how are we all doing? Today I'm going to be showing you how to talk to all the NPCs in Skyrim using AI and a brilliant piece of software called Manteller. Now if you haven't seen Manteller before, you're missing out. Have a look at this. What's up with your stupid hat?
Nothing is stupid about my hat. Thank you. It serves a purpose in the harsh winters of Skyrim.
Well, I think your hat is really stupid. Dude,
Hello, stranger. Can I help you with anything?
you are uglier than a horse's arsehole.
I'd give you an earful. Those seem to be the only parts you have.
Oh, he's going for it. I'm sorry. You're actually
This
really
is
beautiful.
war, lad.
I'm sorry.
There. Now enough of that. Move along. But next time you think before you speak. You hear?
I'm sorry. Now, I made a guide on how to do this about a year ago, but back then the process was extremely lengthy and required a lot of different background applications and installations. However, since then the developers have put in a lot of work simplifying it, and it is so easy now. So I look forward to showing you how to install Manteller for Skyrim and Skyrim
I want
VR.
this so bad.
Have a look. So first and foremost, check the link in the description and go over to the GitHub. That's the Skyrim Manteller installation GitHub. It's going to have everything you need right here. And we're going to be doing the Vortex process because it's a lot easier, but you can also use Mod Organizer too. So we're going to open up Vortex once it's installed, of course, and make sure you have the most up-to-date version. That'll just make sure that everything runs smoothly. Once you've done that, log into Nexus and authorize the link between Vortex and Nexus, and that will allow you to automatically download mods from the website to your Vortex application. Now, I always recommend starting with a fresh installation. That just helps with stopping conflicts between mods. Make sure you delete the game and your old mods folder. And once you've done that, reinstall it and start the game at least once. All you need to do is go into the starter menu. You don't have to actually go into the game. Once you've done that, close down the game and all the relevant files or required files will have been created. Now once you've closed the game down, open up Vortex and go over to the games section on the left, and from there you're going to select Skyrim VR and you're going to activate that. That's going to allow Vortex to manage the mods for Skyrim VR. Then we're going to head right over to the Manteller GitHub and we're going to download our first mod, bearing in mind that there are VR versions and non-VR versions. The first one we're going to download is the Skyrim script extender, and if you have a look over here you can see our VR version. Now if you do have the Good Old Games version or in the special edition version, which is flat screen, not VR, download that version. However, for our sake, we're going to download the VR version, and we're going to drag that onto our desktop and leave it there for the time being. Don't forget about that file. Here we can see the VR version of the address library. The one directly below it is the non-VR version. And if we click install via Vortex, because we linked our website earlier directly to Vortex, it's going to automatically link and install. And we're going to do that for the rest of the mods. Now, bearing in mind that from this mod list, some of the mods we actually don't need. Sky UI we definitely need, and we are going to get a different version of it because we're playing in VR. We also need SSE Creation Kit, which is going to allow the lips to synchronize with any speech made. So we're going to go over to SSE Creation Kit, we're going to go to Vortex, and it's going to automatically link and download. Once we've done that, we're going to head back to the main page, and again we're just going to repeat this process for each mod from top to bottom. We don't need the UI extensions if we are using our microphone. We only need it if we're using text input. The next mod is Sky UI. Now, if you are playing flat screen, you are going to want to download this version. If you are not using flat screen, you are using VR, you're going to want to search on Nexus for the Sky UI VR version. And just like the other mods, we're going to go into it and we're going to click install via Vortex. So by now we should have Skyrim Script Extender on our desktop. We should have the VR address library or the non-VR version. We should have our Sky UI or our Sky UI VR version. We should check out C++ distributables. I already have it installed, but if you don't have it, install it. And then once you've done all of that, we can go and head over to Mantella. Now, once we've clicked on Mantella, you're going to see there are a few other files we can download. They're not all necessary, but we're going to download them anyway. One of them is USSEP, the unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch. This is going to allow a few other mods to work. Two of them are World Encounter Hostility Fix and also the mod which basically stops people from walking up to you and talking to you and interrupting your conversations when you're halfway through a dialogue, and that's called No NPC Greetings. So we're going to click on the USSEP download as well as the other two downloads. They're not necessary, but they're good to have. So go ahead and install those. Remember that script extender that we downloaded and left on our desktop? So we can just drag it and drop it into this drop section here, and it'll automatically install it. Now guys, there is just one more non-mandatory mod which I highly recommend, and it's called Realm of Lorcan. It's an alternative start mod, and basically it allows you to create your character and not go through the whole long intro once again. This mod is pretty useful. There's two mods that you have to download. One is Realm of Lorcan and one is the Realm of Lorcan Fix. And once you've downloaded both of them, make sure they're installed. This will start you off with a good amount of kit and a spell which will always return you to the Realm of Lorcan once per day and let you teleport to other towns. It's just an interesting little spell, and I always play my playthroughs with it. Now, once we've done that, we are going to head over to our web browser and we're going to go to openrouter.ai and we're going to make ourselves an account. Once we've made an account, we're going to go over to keys and we're going to create a key. Now, it is very important that you don't share this key with anyone. And that's because if you do, they'll be able to use your credits should you decide to upload credits. Now, I've created a key and I'm going to name it Skyrim VR. And then once I've created it, I'm going to push the copy button. This is very important. So here it is. I've copied it. And then I'm going to head over to Vortex. And I'm going to look for my Mantella mod. I'm going to right click it and I'm going to go to open location or open mod. And then there's a folder here called GPT secret key. Inside that, I'm going to just paste and save. Now, you must make sure no one sees that key, because should you decide to pay for one of the more expensive models, they'll be able to use that key and use your credits. However, Mantella comes with a free model loaded, so don't worry, you don't necessarily have to pay for anything. Now we're almost there, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to go over to Steam, we're going to find our game, we're going to go browse the local files, and inside there you're going to see the escape.
In Skyrim. Hello, Harika. How are you?
Oh, you know, same old, same old. Just trying to survive in this crazy world of dragons and bandits. But hey, keeping you entertained with my jokes and sarcastic comments is always a highlight of my day. So, what's the plan for today? Saving the world or just picking pockets?
So, if you clicked this video, this is the more advanced installation guide for the Harika mod. What do I mean by advanced? First up is that we're going to be running our own large language models on our own computer. This means everything is secure, private, and you can also run some more explicit models. It also means it's a bit harder to set up because you have to have the technical know-how to configure them correctly, and in general just trying to get all of these offline AI pieces working in harmony can require a little bit of work. And secondly, it has a pretty large hardware requirement. If you're already playing Skyrim heavily modded, you're using up a lot of your computer resources. On top of that, these AI resources use up a lot of GPU and a lot of RAM. Frankly, I wouldn't really recommend trying to do it unless you have at least 32 gigabytes of RAM and at least a graphics card in the range of an RTX 3070. Frankly, NVIDIA graphics cards work better for AI generation. If you don't meet the requirements, and don't worry, the beginner installation guide is still just as good.
You do not have to. Maybe you do. You got a potty? Cinnamon. Get. Yeah. Mantella.
So were you ever told campfire stories?
Let me think. Yes, my family and I used to tell campfire stories during our hunting trips. We would share tales of great Nordic heroes and legendary creatures such as trolls and draugr. I remember once my father told us a story about a warrior who battled a powerful dragon and emerged victorious. It was a thrilling
No. Call it out.